tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove. Synchronized slip now, we're on the move.
Good morning, Stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stackers. It's podcast time.
Talking gold and silver and crypto too. With Joe and the gang, it's what we do.
Good morning, Stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stackers. It's podcast time. We're stacking sats, we're stacking gold. In the world of finance, real gold. Every sip, every chart, we're on our way to financial freedom, come what may.
So grab that tasty beverage, let's get in the groove. Synchronized slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, Stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stackers. It's podcast time. Good morning, Stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stackers. It's podcast time.
Capital rotation watch alert. Capital rotation watch alert. Gold versus the stock market. Ooh-wee, we're over a certain level that we will take a look at. It's looking very interesting. Nothing absolutely confirmed, but we'll take a look at the gold to the SPX, the S&P 500 ratio today. We'll talk gold, silver, platinum, crypto, Bitcoin, and all the other stuff that we normally do. If you're watching this on the replay, just use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live, man, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, including the synchronized slurp within the first couple of minutes of the show. Grab a tasty beverage. I grab my tasty beverage. Let me know in the comments what's the tasty beverage of choice for you, but you must slurp it audibly. Here we go. Wherever you are in the world, live on X and on YouTube right now. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, do it. It is the slurp function that makes it the best synchronized slurping thing that anyone anywhere in the world does on the internet. My name is Joe Main. I am a precious metals investor since 2010, a crypto investor since 2013. Crypto, ooh. I do this week daily live show all about gold, silver, stacking skills, stacking Satoshi, stacking silver, stacking skills, stacking friendships, stacking communities, and all that stuff. Hit the big red subscribe button on YouTube. Nearly 1,400 subscribers on YouTube, nearly 3,500 followers on X. Big silver giveaway coming at some couple of next milestones, 2,000 and 5,000. We'll do some giveaways as well. Just so much happening. And of course, for the early birds who join the show very early and even before we start, they get the shout-outs in the morning very quickly. GMS, a replay day today for the most part. No worries, Mark, Florida man. Really wanted to hear Joe's live take on the US DGIA Fun and Games today and his outlook for this week. Do you mean Dow Jones or the Dow Jones Industrial Average? Yeah. Stock market, bloom, 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 and his outlook for this week. Anyway, we'll watch when I can live. No probs, dude. He says the thrill of the live show just cannot be beat. Oh, well, I just agree. Got lawn work to do. We'll be in and out. I love the fact that you guys just come in and out and just go, hey guys, what's going on? And then all that. Crypto, then silver, platinum, then housing, in my opinion, in waves. You think crypto and then silver and platinum, then housing up. Interesting. Unless you're saying down, but I think you mean up. Yes, of course. Richard Pin, good to see you again, my friend. If precious metals go into a winter slow, yes, the sort of off-peak season, Shares are crashing. Where the cash will flow? I'm still hoping for crypto. Many people are still hoping for crypto. By the way, rhodium. Oh, is it? Rhodium is going nuts. All right, I'll have to check that out today. Thank you. Good morning, Stackers, says the Don. Lance, old mate, haven't seen you for a while. Lance is a brand new father for the first time. How's it all going, man? Have we not seen you because it's just been, and I imagine it's because it's just been total busyness with your newborn. Well, I hope everything's going well. Good morning, Stackers fam, says Jason Rosana. NGO fam. Oh, good to see you, man. Better than AMC or GameStop because crypto. By MJNA. I remember. I wonder how MJNA is doing. I'll check that today as well. Vanessa, great to see you, Vanessa. Pete Repeat, man, we've got everyone in here today. Silver Fox, David Smith, GMS. You put a nice short on the NASDAQ last week, winning. I really should consider that because it's looking very, very dire at the moment. All right, shall we? Yeah, and guess what? The show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, and WealthStack, wealthstack.com. Last comment. Lance, it's been going well, thank you. Work has been hectic. Floods, cyclones up your way, of course. Storms, fun and games. Well, I hope the family is all good. Let's talk the capital rotation watch. Gold versus the stock market. It is over a certain level, which we've been talking about for a very long time. Let's take a quick look at it now and see where we are. So I'm going to share the screen for you. This is the X channel. Head over to my X account. It's Joe Main, one word. Share the screen. That's Bitcoin. We will come back to that. I'm going to show the gold to SPX ratio, the S&P 500, which signifies the capital rotation from the stock market into the precious metals market, which is currently underway right here. So we've talked about it for a while. Other people talk about it a lot. If you subscribe to or if you follow North Star Bad charts, they talk about the capital rotation event, which is coming, and they talk about, which was interesting, we found it the same way. We came to the same conclusion. They probably came to it at the conclusion way before me, but I independently looked at this and went, that's interesting. I like that 0.05 area. Then I started subscribing to North Star Bad charts, and they're like, yeah, we like that 0.05, that 0.5 area too. I'm like, good to know. Good to know that the professionals have the same opinion as the amateur. So it was pretty obvious here. Okay, this is the gold to stock market ratio. 3 times in history over the last 100 years. Gold has had a massive run versus the stock market. Okay, the most recent one was in 2005 to 2011 when gold went from in the early 2000s, it was around about $250, then it went to nearly $2,000 in 2011. Okay, and so the stock market, it wasn't necessarily the stock market was having a terrible time, although it wasn't having a good time in 2008. It's just gold was just massively outperforming it. Okay. Since 2011, and I'm just reiterating a bunch of stuff that my subscribers already know, but these are for the new subscribers, the new people. Okay, stock market, totally killing gold market, totally killing it. So as this is going down, the stock market is way outperforming gold. Then you had a bit of a change back again. Gold had this time in 2018 to 2020. Okay, particularly peaked in, the March-April time of 2020. We all know what was going on there, particularly this spike right here. There's your March and there's your April. Gold was going crazy because of the reasons why what was happening in March of 2020, which I don't name just for YouTube channel reasons. And then it just continued down. So stock market, quick panic here. Gold went up versus the stock market, and then the stock market went, we're good. And then had its absolute bottom, which I believe it to be its absolute bottom in this rotation, here at 0.0378. So you could have back here in, and look, hindsight's 2020, of course, we could have all done a million things, but back in December of 2021, imagine swapping your S&P 500 index or just your general stocks, you sold a whole bunch of stocks and just bought gold down in here, man, you would have soaked up a whole bunch of gold ounces in your hand, in your bag, in your safe, in your whatever, okay? And since then, it's just been ranging, okay, between roughly 0.4 and 0.5, okay? And this has been since early 2022. Let's pop here on this is on the monthly time frame, by the way. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests, or credible tests. Yeah, you can call that a little spike there. So 5 tests and no go. Then, out of interest, this downtrend line did remain as resistance. So this point and this point formed this downtrend line. And right here in May of 2023, we had that 5th test. That 5th test was a failed move to break out. Oftentimes from a failed move is a fast move in the opposite direction. And we saw that a 2nd attempt in October of 2023 to break out, failed move, fast move to the downside. However, higher low. Okay, we didn't make a new low. And if you see very clearly, where are we? Not here, back here. Excuse me. Back here, you would have noticed, if you had been into looking at bullish divergences and all that. So this is in the first dip right here. So this is back in 2021. You would have noticed, so this is back here when you may have scooped up a whole bunch of gold. If you had have swapped then, you would have noticed a very big bullish divergence on the monthly time frame. Lower low on the ratio number and higher low on the relative strength index. That would have been a massive indication for many people, as obviously it was, because many people snapped it up. So then there's those 5 tests, 2nd test there, and then finally, okay, we had a breakout, but not a hold. Okay, so we had a breakout, this again on the monthly time frame. We had a piercing above the downtrend line, but it was a failure again, okay? We had a spike, but spikes mean SHIT. It's where things close at. So close below, another failed move, and then back down. But we just found that nice little low right there at that average, okay? So around that 0.42 level. And then finally, okay, we had another spike in August of 2024. No go, okay? Spiked, but look where it closed at, right bang on the downtrend line. And then finally, in September of last year, we had a break and a final close. Finally, we closed above this downtrend line. And I was saying back then, as you know, okay, we've had a final breakout and a close above the downtrend line. That's looking good, okay? I don't think we would see this downtrend line, below there much at all again, okay? October, beautiful move, didn't test the 0.5 level, and then we had a retest. So you have a breakout and a retest, very normal. Breakout of a massive area, come back to retest it, perfect retest, little spike, close above, and then in November, what do you notice? Another little test, great, and then onwards and upwards we have been. Last month in February, beautiful move, back above. The normal range was around about 0.48. And we didn't test it though, and just this month. Okay, so we're in March, fantastic. We are now above. So here's the great news. We are above 0.5. That's a very good signal to signify. And again, please understand, this is a ratio. It means that gold and the stock market could be absolutely tanking. They could, all right? They could be going down in dollar denominated terms. It's just that one is outperforming the other. Okay, and if you're confident that, the gold market, goes up and down, the stock market goes up and down eventually, you just want to be playing this ratio, okay, to up your shares of the stock market or upping your ounces of gold over time. But what this very likely signifies, the move up above 0.5 in the gold to silver, the gold to SPX ratio, is that gold is going to go through a massive run in dollar denominated terms as well. And it's probably going to be because the stock market is going down, which when we take a look at the stock market very quickly, it's already below its signs of doom for a period of time. So that's why gold has actually been down a little bit over the last week or so, but the stock market has gone down more. That's why you've seen this go up. So it's great news for gold versus the stock market. What we just need to do is we need to close the month of March or any month above the 0.5 level. It would be the first time since February, so since what was going on back in early 2020, since then, so February of 2020 was the last time that we closed decently above. You could call it here December 2020, but I really wouldn't call that credible. Really here. So since February of 2020 was the last time we did it. Those 5 spikes, all those failures, finally above it, that is a big signal for the big whale investors to go, okay, the stock market is done. Gold's time is back in the sun. It's now time to rotate back into precious metals. And that's where you'll see, look, it'll go up and down a bit, but you close above that 0.5, it's an excellent sign, and it just means very likely, I'll give you a 95% guarantee, barring black swan events, that, sure, up and down, bit choppy, but eventually it will be doing this, okay? It'll break that 0.6 level. It'll probably go up to, I think, back up to test at least 1-to-1, so a complete even parity with the stock market. Okay, imagine buying gold around about here. So that's around about your 0.5 level. And then later on down the track, swapping it for double the amount of stock market shares later on down the track than you would have if you had have just been buying the stock market now. Okay, you might be here's the thing, you might hate gold. And I do this with the gold to silver ratio a lot. You might think gold is a dead relic and you hate it. It's just old. It's a relic. Okay, it's old. I love the stock market. Hey, the stock market's been going down. Oh, fantastic. I'm going to scoop up more. Okay, yeah, you could do that. But what happens if the stock market is going down and you're scooping up some stocks, some S&P 500 or your favorite stocks or whatever, but you're noticing, oh, hang on, gold's going up at the same time. Stock market down, gold going up. If I just buy gold now, instead of buying the stock market, I can really take advantage of that later on down the track. And that's what many people will do, I imagine. They're going to rotate. What happens in investing in general doesn't happen exactly like this for every person, I should say, is that the money is usually not taken out of the market and put back into just their bank accounts or fiat dollar currency. The money just moves. It rotates from one major asset class to another major asset class. And this is what this is signifying here. This is a major asset class rotation, okay? Capital rotation event. Short answer is, I'm very excited about this. The short answer is close March or any month. It is go, go, go time. So I believe it is almost go time for gold versus the stock market. Let me just show you the stock market. Quickly, we'll do the S&P 500. We'll take a look at the NASDAQ as well. Here's the SPX. Ooh, Barracuda. That's not good. Okay. Now, could it just sail up from here? Sure. Why not? Anything can happen, but look at this. It's not looking great. Okay. It would have to turn around pretty darn quickly, and it needs to close back above the level here of 5,770 on the S&P 500 index right there. You broke that line. You closed you closed the week. Last week you closed at it exactly. So interesting, isn't it? That was a spike. But this week, look, the week has just opened. It would have to be bloody quick smart. It would need to be a green week. It would need to close the week above there, quick smart, in order to say it's not further down from here. On the daily time frame, now look, I will say on the daily, you are already in or almost already in extremely oversold. Okay, sure. Look, I'll give it, anything can happen. This week, next week, if it starts closing back above the 5,770 area, sure. But if you do the following, you do that and that becomes resistance, ooh, Nelly, then it's very, very bad, okay? And that would continue to see, the gold versus stock market ratio go up, I would imagine. So yeah, not looking great for the stock market at the moment. All the warning signs are there, particularly that we're back down below this level. And the NASDAQ, for example, similar thing. Okay, so you've also broken there. Pretty simple. Look at the relative strength index as well. You've broken that level, not looking great, probably going down further over time. Look, it'll go up and down, but now this becomes a massive resistance level here at that, whatever that was, that $20,500 level is now probably resistance, and something like that-ish more likely to occur. Again, if you start doing this and it fakes you out and goes, ha, sucked in, bitches, great, sure. But yeah, all signs pointing to lower from here. So that is the gold to SPX watch, the capital rotation watch. Let's get your comments below, and then we'll talk about precious metals and all that stuff. Cool. Load up on 10 gram bars and miners in terms of gold. Rhyme Time UK. I think the capital rotation event is absolutely happening, in my humble opinion, and I absolutely agree with you. I posted something last week on the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum. I think it was that one word. I think it was that. No, it wasn't. No, that was the silver price. Never mind. There was something different. But yes, I absolutely do believe it is happening. Just got to have that close above on the month, because don't forget the spike. You can have those quick spikes, and then if it closes below, that wouldn't be the signal. Okay, got to close monthly timeframes above it. Good day, good morning, says Paul. G'day, Paul. Great to see you, my friend. Great to see so many people watching. Lance, that upwards relative strength index broken downwards. That upwards relative strength index broken downwards on S&P for weekly. Ruh-roh is so. Ruh-roh if so, yeah. Rhyme Time. Let's pop this everything bubble. Yes, hold on to real things physical in your possession. I do. Thank you, sir. Sounds good. Good evening, y'all, says Space Miner. Great to see you, my friend. Yes, back on that comment. Let's pop this. It seems like the everything bubble at the moment. Hold on to real things physical in your possession. I agree with you for the most part that you want to hold things in your physical possession. So that be, precious metals. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. I do agree with that most of the time. As you know, I've worked for 3 major bullion dealers. So I've therefore had the privilege of seeing the back end of those businesses. So I'm more willing to trust something like an unallocated gold program, because I see literally, is the metal there? Yes, it is. Where is it stored? It's very secure. I've seen all that stuff. So I know how unallocated programs work from literally developing them, the policies and all that sort of stuff at various bullion dealers. And so I'm happy to trust them. So for example, if you were to go to what your favorite bullion dealer, if they have an unallocated account, what unallocated means is you're buying into the real physical metal, but it's held at the bullion business. Okay. You don't get to hold it yourself. So I get it. If you don't hold it, you don't own it, but there's a one little degree of separation away, which could be advantageous for many stackers who don't want to hold all their stuff in their possession. They don't want to bury it in the backyard. They don't want the risk of having the safe in their own house and all that sort of stuff. For me personally, it's a big security risk because of what I've done for the last 11 years, 12 years, well, since the last 15 years as a stacker, but the last 11, 12 years working in the bullion industry. I don't store stuff at my house. That's just rule number one, okay? My stuff's stored either at third-party storage facilities. I know the bullion dealers, I get good deals and all that, or I have a bunch of unallocated as well. So I'm happy to do that. I hear what you're saying, though, about physical in your possession. Also means, what else are you talking about physical in your possession? Do you have other physical things? Do you have an ample store of food in case something happens like a natural disaster, or just the price of everything just goes through the effing roof because of hyperinflation or just even normal inflation where we are? As I've said many, many years ago, I have a store of freeze-dried food. I bought it many years ago now, actually many years ago. It's actually technically out of its used by date, but in the freeze-dried food industry, they technically have to put a used by date on it, but it can last a decade, 15, 20, 25 years. I had literally emailed the CEO of the company that I bought from and said, hey, what's the go with these use by dates? And he goes, look, we have to put it on there, but we've tested all our products, and some of it Yeah, we've tested 25 years into the future, and it's still good. It maybe lost a little bit of its taste, but the nutritional quality is still all there. And I'm like, that's all I needed to hear, and that's why I bought from them. Do you have a means to protect your stuff? So all that kind of stuff you have to take into account as well. Let's see. Just looked. Yes, it did break down. Down we go. Yes, I do agree. I haven't looked at the chart in weeks. Yeah, that's why you subscribe to me, to keep on top of the charts. Very fair statement. I mean more so don't buy an ETF. Okay, yeah, buy physical, store it with a trustworthy company or personally. Yes, I do agree with that. Space Miner, paper gold, flips quick at a lower premium. It's not bad to trade, keeps profits intangible. I do agree with the paper gold ETF thing. I'm not in paper gold and ETF. I have traded unallocated with bullion deals where it's actually really quite quick. You can buy it like that, and you can actually sell it like that, and it's backed one-to-one with real physical metal. So that's my preference rather than the ETFs. Very cool indeed. Speaking of cool, did I do that? Yeah, I did do that. Speaking of cool, we're about to talk about... Oh, no, we are not going to talk about that. I have to quickly take a look at the silver prices and the gold prices. Speaking of... Okay, let me go back. That is... What's that? That was the NASDAQ. Let me quickly walk you through the gold price. Seeing as though we've been talking about the gold to SPX ratio, S&P 500, we're going to talk about gold and silver very quickly. Cool. All right, time code, please. Here is gold on the daily time frame price in USD, 2,884. I did tell you yesterday, and I've been saying for a little bit, that gold's momentum has been waning a little bit. My bias, as I said to you yesterday, is still to the downside. Could I be wrong? Yes. Would I be happy to be wrong? Yes. But I have not seen yet it go into my expected range, $2,810. All the way down, anywhere from there, anywhere down to there, roughly. Could dip in or have it just top out right there. Who knows? But 28.10 to 27.25. Why? Because it's key Fibonacci levels from this low and this high. I won't bore you with it at the moment. What I do have in at the moment, though, is the smaller time frame Fibonacci from this high and this low. Look how it is respecting it. Exactly, pretty much. Okay, we found exact resistance 1, 2, 3, well, almost 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 at 2,930. I said it must clear there in order to say new all-time highs in gold are coming imminently. We are not doing that. I said my bias is to the downside. Yesterday, let me show you on the 4-hour. Why does this work for me? Because it's Fibonacci. Fibonacci is a predictive tool. It's a predictive tool because enough people believe it's a predictive tool, so then they place their trades accordingly. Then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Cool? But look at this. On the 4-hour time frame, bang, exactly at this level of $2,880. That's a random... Why there? Why there? Because it's the Fibonacci from this high and this low right there. Now, it is previous support as well, but it hit it exactly. It didn't spike down to there. It hit it bang on. It's because it's the Fibonacci, right? So $2,879.80, right? So we are finding support so far, but my bias is still to the downside. If we break that 2,880, then watch out for 2,860. If 2,860 is broken, then yeah, probably almost definitely down to there. Could I be wrong? Yes, as I said. So watch out for there. That's my bias at the moment for gold. Now, as I said earlier when I was talking about the capital rotation watch, does that mean that the gold to S&P 500 ratio will go down? Not necessarily, because the stock market could be tanking more than gold is. And when I say tanking, I just mean going down. Stock market could be going down further. So you could actually still see that gold to S&P 500 ratio maintain above that 0.5 level, which it needs to do. Okay, but I am expecting lower prices in gold. What would negate that? Closing above 2,930. Then I will say, oh no, new all-time highs for gold coming in like a number of days, like really imminently. Okay, but we're not above that final hurdle of 2,930. That's gold. Silver, $32. Okay, we are back below the $32.50 area, which was a key level. And we've got to at least close 33.50 to talk turkey, so not there yet. The thing with silver, though, is we had already gone into my expected range. So I'm actually expecting silver to outperform gold, but I could be wrong. That's the gold to silver ratio. Yeah, I think that's still going to break down. So I don't think, could be wrong here, I don't think silver breaks that expected range. Okay, I think it probably hovers and then actually might even go up, and then gold might have a bit of a lowering, okay, a lowering price. And that's why I do believe that the gold to silver ratio will continue to break down. That just means silver is outperforming gold. Cool. So I believe silver is probably almost done. I don't think we go back to 31. Gold probably down a bit further. Gold to silver ratio will continue to drop. That is my humble non-financial advice opinion. Here is platinum. Yeah, whatever. Platinum, I don't care anymore. Platinum in my depressed zone. Nothing more to say. Watch out for $945. If you break $945, we are probably going to test the top end of the best buy zone again at $900 US. And then more likely 1 to 3rd time, probably a charm, we head into the belly of the best buy zone, which is watching out for 870 and 840. Cool. Now, if we do this, great, fantastic. We're not there yet. So I technically, while we're below this downtrend line and below this, while we're below this line and below this line, when we're in this zone, ready? When we're in this zone right here, I am depressed for platinum. That's all I need to tell you. Depressed, I tells you. That's platinum. Nothing else to say. Except buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Somebody commented yesterday. Can I get the comment up? I don't think I can. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get the comment up if I can find it. No, I couldn't. Anyway, someone said yesterday, why are you bagging out Bullion Now? Why are you talking trash about Bullion Now in the comments? Because I said something about all the other bullion dealers are cheap bastards. And they are cheap bastards. And I stick with that. Why? Because they refuse to give you free shipping when you buy over a certain amount. But Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, is the only dealer. They stepped up to the plate and said, no other bullion dealer in Australia offers free shipping. They do it in the States. They do it in other places in the world. Why haven't we done it here in Australia? And they went, I'm going to be the first one to do it. So they're doing it. Free shipping when you buy over 20 or more items. Not 20 of one thing, mix and match. 20 or more total items in your shopping cart. Free shipping Australia-wide. Express, sign-on delivery, all that other stuff, okay? Except it's for free. And the rest of the bullion dealers are cheap bastards. They won't do it. They refuse, including Bullion Now. Now, someone go, why are you bagging Bullion Now? They are the best. Mate, I literally was the first employee of Bullion Now. I launched and grew their YouTube channel. I was one of the, if you want to call it, one of the founding fathers of Bullion Now. Like literally, without me, good luck. I mean, they probably would have done other stuff and would have been just as good as they are now, I'm sure. But without a YouTube channel and all that stuff that I literally came in and said, hey, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Why not? Let's see what happens. And I grew that baby. So anyway, I love Bullion Now. I have a very huge fondness for them, but I'm still allowed to call them a cheap bastard along with the others because they refuse to give free shipping. And so they should do free shipping. Don't you think? You should contact Bullion Now. I'm really going to open a can of worms here. You should contact Bullion Now and say, hey, why don't you guys do free shipping yet? You should contact Ainslie Bullion, who I also worked for, and goes, hey guys, Perth Bullion Exchange does free shipping. Are you guys going to do that soon? Contact Goldstackers, who I also worked for, and go, you guys do free shipping? Perth Bullion Exchange does, and just hammer them a little bit. All right, that's the way to knock on the door to maybe, hey, eventually they will, but they're all cheap bastards. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au is the best bullion dealer in all of Australia right now, and I stick with that. What's the best unallocated and most convenient? What is the best and most convenient unallocated gold program in all of Australia? I'd probably have to say wealthstack.com. Are they sponsoring me? Yes, they are. Do I still believe it? Yes, I do. Why? Because you get the convenience of having it on an iPhone or Android app. Okay, so download the wealthstack.com app. Wealthstack.com. Check out the app. Why? Because you're saving and investing in real physical gold. Again, we talked about unallocated gold programs just before. Okay, it's real physical gold backed one-to-one with real physical metal. Okay, they store it on your behalf, but you're only paying spot plus 1%. It's a very small spread, and you can buy a minimum of $10 of gold. So you don't have to buy an ounce of gold. Even a gram of gold is like $150, $160, $100 and something right now. You can spend $10 and start buying real physical gold with WealthStack, wealthstack.com. That's the app. That's what it looks like. That's the user interface. Download it for Android or iPhone. It's free to download and it's free to sign up. Just got to add your ID and all that stuff, all that secure stuff, and start purchasing. Or if it's not for you, cool. If you're if I don't hold it, I don't own it person, that's fine. Send it to your normie friends and family who you're trying to wake up into the precious metals game. Maybe you send them this video about the Capital Rotation Watch. Hey, Uncle Dave, are you in the stock market? Good. Well, good on you, but take a look at what gold's doing versus the stock market. You might want to consider investing in some gold. Here's WealthStack, wealthstack.com. Just do it on your phone, man. Just, $100 a week, whatever. Just start doing it now, okay? Send this to your friends and family. It's time to wake them up, okay? Because we can see what's coming down the line. Help them with WealthStack, wealthstack.com. We are going to take a look at, BTC. All right, let's do the crypto portion, shall we? Good. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the daily time frame, price in US dollars, 79,455 US dollars, using the Bitstamp Exchange TradingView.com website. Ooh. Okay, do you remember what I talked about yesterday? It may not be playing out, but so far it might, and I don't know, and neither do you. We'll take a look at the larger time frames as well, but just out of interest, this may not play out at all. But I did mention yesterday the fact that we have been in extremely oversold or undervalued on the daily time frame. We had that spike, and I said watch out for a potential spike lower, but then it maintains a higher low on the relative strength index. That might signal a bullish divergence. Okay, doesn't mean we will. So let's take a look at where we are. We haven't closed the day technically yet, and is it a major low just yet? Not quite sure, but out of interest, you can see at the moment a lower high and a lower low and a higher low. Okay, that's a potential bullish divergence. There is also someone on Twitter who let me see if I can find them. Give me 1 sec, I can. They've been talking about, where are we? Gold, right there. This person right here. Now, this is they're just a crypto person. Okay, doesn't mean they're a guru or anything like that. Here's just what I just found this interesting, this little thing here. This was called, there's a little graph that they put up. This is their little chart. And I don't think it's necessarily true, okay, but they've called it right here. This is Wyckoff. If you're not familiar with Wyckoff or Wyckoff accumulation and distribution, do your research into it. I don't know a whole bunch about it, but I do know it's a thing, and some people believe it's a massive thing. So this person here is calling Wyckoff reaccumulation with spring action. Okay. Could it be bullshit? Absolutely. But out of interest, what this means, and I can't really blow this up anymore, but this is the Bitcoin action. That's your $107,000, $108,000. That's the technical higher high. And then that's where we just had that low of that 90,000. And here's where we are right now. So he's saying a similar thing where you have that lower low, and then this is a fake out right here. And this is what this person, one person on the internet, so it doesn't mean you have to believe it, but they believe this sets up the Wyckoff reaccumulation with spring action pattern. Sure, okay. And so you have that move, and then this is where we are right now. So long as we don't break below where we've just gone down to, then this could be potentially, according to them, the pattern that we could play out. So a quick, that would be like the W pattern you can see. So this is all reaccumulation apparently. I don't know. I just wanted to show you just in case, just in case it happens. Okay, so that would mean that this here Bitcoin dip right here would be a confirmed bullish divergence, and then what this person is saying is, see that's a W, and we're basically gonna do something like this and onwards and upwards. Yeah, could be right. No evidence of that just yet. I do like that this is a potential bullish divergence right there, but we haven't even closed the day, and we've got 50 minutes to go, 51 minutes until the close of the day. And as you know, in Bitcoin, anything can happen even in the last hour right here. So you could easily see in the next hour, you could see it just tank, like very easily. That could just go, in this hour, could go boop like that. So yeah, don't know. But on the 4-hour time frame, do we have any bullish divergence? On the 4-hour, there to there and there to there. Yeah, potential bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. But the thing is, though, we've got to pull out to the macro. So let's go to the monthly. Ooh, okay. Here is Bitcoin on the monthly time frame. Yowza, potential double top, and we're back in, we're underneath, right? Oh, look at that. I don't like that. I don't like it, okay? Could it be a fake out? Sure, but I don't like it. So that's why I'm mainly out of crypto at the moment. As you know, I am in one particular thing. I wish I hadn't have got into it when I did, but I'm underwater with it at the moment. I haven't cut it, but I'm just I'm waiting to see what happens. If we start closing below that $74,000, $75,000 area, if this is not support and we bounce off there, then yeah, I'm cutting and running, okay? And probably putting it all back in gold or silver, at that stage. Because if you take a look at the Bitcoin to gold ratio, where we are, we're hovering right on that 28 level. And technically we just had a move below it. Oh, not good. So we are now below the downtrend line on the Bitcoin to gold ratio as well. If this continues to remain as resistance, you want to get out of Bitcoin and crypto and get into precious metals. So I really may have to do that. Just with the small portion of crypto that I have at the moment, I may have to just pile back into precious metals very, very soon. So watching the Bitcoin to gold ratio is something very important to do too. If that one random person on the internet is correct about this wick-off reaccumulation thing, sure. Again, I like that bullish divergence, but we really need to see it at least reclaim the $82,000 level, and it really needs to claim. The big one is it needs to reclaim this uptrend line. So it's got to close above $95,000 roughly. Then we'll talk, yeah, great news. Okay, that would actually signal, oh, that dude was correct. Cool. We're nowhere near it. Cool. So bearish for Bitcoin at the moment until proven otherwise. Others did what I thought it would do and go down further. Not really hard to guess that. But it also has found what I thought it would do, found support-ish at the $210 billion level, which is this right here. Sorry. Right there. This trend line, that goes back to June of 2023, through there, which is August of 2024, and through there. So we found a dip below it, a spike so far. Okay, spike is fine. As long as we close the day above it, no problem. If you start closing days below here, bad news bears. Okay, not good. But we're hovering around that 210 billion, which I thought we would get to after breaking through 230. Cool. Not a lot to say. Got to close above 230 bare minimum, and then we'll talk about 280 as the next one. Nowhere near there yet. Cool. Bearish for crypto at the moment until absolutely proven otherwise, and ultimate bearish when we start closing below 210. That's where I'm going to cut and run on my Pengu, which is this right here. I'm down, baby. Down. My average buy-in price, just so everyone is aware, because I'll just keep people aware of there. That's my buy-in average. Bad. Okay, bad trade. Bad trade, dude. Okay, we are 45% below. Not good. Bad. Okay, I haven't cut it yet. I will cut it soon when it shows signs of just, complete. Well, I may not cut it. If it goes down, if I think it's going to go lower than around about your
0.003, so this 0.003, then I might, yeah, I don't know. It's just what I liked about Pengu was the fact that we had been extremely undervalued already. What are you doing, Joe? Right there, extremely undervalued. Let me show you here. Oh, fuck off. Sorry, shouldn't swear. We've been extremely undervalued. We'd gone back into the normal range. Okay, I liked that. And usually, unless the coin is absolutely dead, which it could be, then you don't tend to find that it spends much more time in it, unless it's a dead and buried coin, and then it's done. Like, have you seen so many like complete dead buried coins gone? That could be the case for Pengu. I'm just not willing to cut it just yet. Okay, just waiting for potential signs of life for crypto to come for 2025. Don't know. Anyway, that is Pengu. Why did I show you that? Because I just wanted to show you my losses as well. Not good. Here is Alchemy Pay, ACH. One of the ones I mentioned. Yeah, still on its way down, probably to at least the 2 cent mark right there. You might find a double bottom. Sure, that'd be great. Here, great. Finding support there, no problem, but probably going to butt up against this uptrend line. So watch for roughly your 2 cent mark. You don't want to close below 2 cents or down she goes, okay? Not a lot to say. Bearish on it for the moment. Closing above 3 cents, I'll get interested. Closing above 4 cents, I will get back in, okay? And that's it. ACH, nothing else to say. XRP, where are we on that? Have we broken? Oh, yes, we have. Oh, okay. All right, XRP, here we are. XRP on the daily time frame, US dollars, $2.03. Looks like unless in the next 45 minutes we close the day above the $2.08, $2.09 area, looks like we may have broken the neckline, and that means if we do break this neckline, then left shoulder, head, right shoulder, breaking the neckline. If we do that, then yeah, further down we go, and I'm watching for $1.30 roughly right there. And that would be, if you believe crypto has still got room to move higher this year or eventually, that would be a best buy zone area. That would be actually at the bottom end of my best buy zone at $1.33, technically, call it $1.30. So if you are bullish on crypto, it's like, no, we're nowhere near done. This is just a little blip along the way. You know, Q1, you know, from Q2, from Q2, so from, say, April onwards, we're going to go back into a big crypto bull run, and it's going to last until, you know, roughly, you know, November, December of this year. If you believe that, then $1.30 would be a great best buy zone area, okay? But what happens if it's not? Okay, that's why I'm mainly out of crypto for the moment. Got to see what happens. Got to see the change, the turnaround. And we've been extremely overvalued on the weekly time frame, and we're still moving downwards. Okay, I'm expecting $1.30 to be hit. Probably, more likely, give it a 70% chance on XRP and DEX screener. Very quickly for my Toshi people. Ooh, yowza. Okay. Quickly. Here it is. Here is Toshi on the daily time frame, priced in USD, 0.0003, still heading down as I did expect it to do, and not a lot to say. Just watch out for the best buy zone. I wouldn't call it a best buy zone because I was wrong about my best buy zone here at between 0.006 to 0.004. Anything I say is not financial advice. We did spend some time there, but it was a failed move to hold. So oftentimes from a failed move is a fast move in the opposite direction. I'm now going to get rid of that, which was an incorrect best buy zone. And a level, and I won't call it a best buy zone, but I'll call it a next level of major support is somewhere between here at 0.00022 and 0.00018. What you do at that point is your business. Let me know in the comments right now. Are you going to potentially load up more down here? Have you sold out? Are you done with Toshi? Did you try and hold on, but you couldn't? Are you still in and you're still an absolute fanboy? That's a positive thing, okay? Being a fanboy, let me know in the comments right now, but I'm expecting a touch of probably that 0.00022-ish kind of area, anywhere down to that 0.00018 0.18 area. You break that though, ooh, yeah, and then we have to talk like this kind of thing. Okay, that could be it too. So yeah, down, probably just more down from here. Will not get back into Toshi if we start closing above that 0.0007 area. Do that, great. Then then it's game on basically. So, and that 9 cent level, not 9 cent, that 0.0009 cent level, that's absolute game on for me. You start doing that, and then great. Nowhere near it. Probably not going to happen for the foreseeable future at this time, unless crypto goes through a massive run in 2025 alt season. Don't know about that yet. Leave a comment below. The positive for I guess the silver lining is that we're nearly in extremely overvalued on the daily time frame, or undervalued, oversold, I should say. So we're nearly oversold on the daily time frame, and you can spend a bit of time in here, okay? But that may coordinate with that area that I've been talking about. Anyway, that's Toshi. Good on you, Toshi fam. Let me know if you're still in. Final comments, and we shall get out of here. You said you wanted me to take a look at something. There was something. What was that thing that I take? Rhodium. Let me take a quick look at rhodium. We've still got about 10 minutes for the normal show. I do normally look at rhodium, and is it in my list? You're just seeing me at the moment. You're not seeing my head. Let's go here. Rhodium. Oh, bugger off. RHOD. Yeah, XRH. Physical. No. Rhodium. Radium? No, where's my rhodium? Oh, does that rhodium index? Come on. Give me 1 second. That's RH. That's, physical rhodium. Oh, it's an ETC tracks physical rhodium. Okay, so I think that is the one. Okay. Exploding? I don't think that's right. Okay, I will have to look for a better chart. I can't find a rhodium chart with the actual price, so my apologies. Although I'll share this. I'll quickly share this. Exploding. I don't know about exploding, but here is this is the rhodium DBETC PLC X Trackers Physical Rhodium ETC. Sure, on the London Stock Exchange. Cool, whatever. That is what it is. I don't think this is the spot metal value. Again, I'll just show you. I'm on all, and I'm typing in. Let me do rhodium. I'll do RHD maybe. Reinhold. Yeah, no. And I think I'm spelling rhodium. That's not. You spell rhodium with a H. Rhodium. Yeah, see what's coming up? Radium. Rhodium Realty Limited. No. Look, if I scroll down, maybe I might find it. Star Atlas. No. Radium. No. What about a futures? Forex. Futures. Funds. No. Stocks. Well, no, it's not going to be stocks. Indices. No. Economy. No. Okay. Forget it. That's rhodium. Had a little bit of a move. Okay, sure. No problem. Not huge. I wouldn't say it's exploding. Well, okay. This is the weekly time frame, up 30% in a few weeks. Sure, that's pretty good, actually, I must say. So it looks like you might be forming a base for rhodium. If this is basically tracking physical rhodium, it's not the exact spot prices, because don't forget, rhodium and stuff had gone to there was like $20,000 or $10,000, $15,000. So this is kind of tracking it, but yeah. So you've had a big base for rhodium. This is interesting. Oh, I might need to talk about rhodium soon. Looks like it might be breaking its market structure right here. Okay, I may need to talk about rhodium tomorrow. Okay, so let me potentially do that. So there's a little update for rhodium. Rhodium's really hard to get. Physical rhodium, good luck, and you have to pay GST, and the buyback rates are awful. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a quick rhodium talk. Cool. Let's see. Comments. Last comments for the day. Let's see. Gerald Draper. No, I'll go back down. What? Finally saw it. Holy crap. Super chat, $50 super chat from Rhyme Time UK. You are awesome, man. Best channel. Thank you. That's the largest super chat I've ever had. And that is amazing. And I really appreciate that. And that goes to help support the show. Thank you so much. Rhyme Time UK, you rock, bro. Legendary. Now, what I'm going to try to do when I go live, I'm going to try to do the Yankee stacking thing, which is more so have the YouTube thing and like have that so where the YouTube, where the super chat comes up so I can see it on the screen. You know, they have those little overlays and all that, so it comes up straight away. I'm very sorry I didn't see it straight away. I just don't have that special thing. And I don't have YouTube open the stream to see because it's just too much for the internet to handle. That is fantastic. I really appreciate that. Rhyme, you are the bestest, bro. He's a great host. I certainly hope so. Gerald Draper, yes, very sweet and nice. Also got you got a position in Ondo, did you? Ooh, interesting. Gerald, eat it up, buddy. Glad to hear you're feeling well. Oh, eat up, buddy. Gerald Draper, whoop, whoop, Mr. Wonderful and Don Jr. going to come hammer time in DeFi project available in the tank. Yeah, I'm depressed with platinum. I have 74 ounces of it. Not doing anything. Yeah. It's got to close that $1,000 mark first. GMS, when we talk about flaws, these metals make me feel like we're walking on sand. Good support, but resistance is tiring. Yeah, uphill walk, a dune. Yeah, feels like that sometimes. I just did an unboxing this morning. Did you film the unboxing? I want to see that unboxing. Did you film it? Always film your unboxings, people, because you never know. Here's what you can do, by the way. For everyone, if you get something in the mail, before you open it, get your camera out. Film the unboxing. Just film it. You can do it. You don't have to use your voice. Just film yourself unboxing it and get rid of, maybe do a sneaky unbox, get rid of any invoices or anything that shows, scrub out addresses and all that. Do an unboxing, send it to me, gmstackers@gmail.com, because I will give you subscriber show and tell. Okay, we'll just, hey, here's an unboxing that so-and-so did just recently. Okay, send them to me because this would be great content. So please do that. Send me your unboxings, people. Gerald, about 20 seconds ago. Oh, did Texas Mint advertise during the show? I didn't think I was monetized. Let's see. Good morning, says Penny $2. Good morning, evening here in the States, Joe and listeners. Lance, the Texas bars are nice. Wish that PBE, Perth Bullion Exchange, had smaller versions. Perth Bullion Exchange has the Texas Mint bars. Yeah, they're getting a bunch of them in. Unfortunately, they don't ship overseas yet. I'm sure you could find them in the United States. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, Perth Bullion Exchange has the Texas Mint bars, man. Doing great. Well, Texas bar on my list now. Go over to Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Okay, question for you about capital rotation. You mentioned you are waiting your best buy zone in gold, and I've heard same in crypto. What asset class are you holding while you wait for these zones? Thank you for your education, mate. No problem. I am mainly in US dollars at the moment. That's where I am mainly. Again, a little bit of crypto, which I may have to cut, but mainly parked in US dollars. I did a video a number of weeks ago entitled, Is USD the place to be? And I posited because I could just park it in Australian dollars, but I had a look at the Australian dollar to US dollar ratio, the exchange rate, and I feel like, and I could be wrong, right, but it still feels like the US dollar will continue to strengthen against the Australian dollar, meaning the Australian dollar will weaken. And hang on, is that the right? Yes, Australian dollar will weaken, and then you'll see that number go down. So, for example, hang on, let me just show you. Isn't it just easier to show you rather than explaining? Just show. So this is the AUD to USD. Okay, so as this is going up, the Australian dollar is strengthening, or the US dollar is weakening. Okay, and as this is going down, the Australian dollar is weakening, or the US dollar is strengthening. Now, that can be the two things. The US dollar could be strengthening and the Australian dollar could be weakening at the same time. Well, it kind of makes, it's kind of the same thing. But I still believe that we see lower prices. Okay, so that's why I'm parked in US dollars at the moment. I still think we might, and I could miss this move, right, by the way. But I parked in USD. I actually think I parked it in USD around about here. So I think technically if I was to go back into Australian dollars, I might lose a bit. And also, if crypto starts another big run, or once it's confirmed where I'm getting back into, this price could be higher here, so I may lose out. All right, or the price could potentially be lower. But I'm just parked in USD at the moment because I do think we do see some lower levels and maybe down to that, at least that 60 cent level. Now, interestingly, this is very interesting. Let me. I can't show you. Ricky from Perth Bullion Exchange did a video on his channel. By the way, you should check out the content over there. It's so good. Go over to youtube.com and type in Perth Bullion Exchange and follow their channel. He did a video entitled something about Trump and tariffs and things like that and the Aussie gold prices. But he said he believes that the US dollar will go down to around about 50 cents. So the Australian dollar will go down to around about here. He actually believes down here. Okay, could be right. So that's really good. If you're holding US dollars and this goes down, and then you swap your US dollars back for Australian dollars, you've got much more Australian dollars in your hand. Okay, none of this is financial advice, and it may just, hey, cool, look, could do that, sure. But I'm just parked in mainly US dollars at the moment. Yeah. I hope that answered your question. Final comments and we'll get out of here. Last quarter turn on my stake. So Tata from the chat, bye. Hope some found White Rock. We talked about that yesterday. As interesting as I found Mr. Wonderful and Don Jr.'s DeFi token. I'm still looking at it. Thanks for the shout out from New Mexico. Later. Yeah, see you later. My friend Rhyme sitting on the Texas bars gatekeeping space miner. That's funny. I'm watching, just not on the chat, just on the big screen. Fantastic. If Joe asked about white on what? If Joe asked about white on or Kevin Leary on Don Trump Jr. DeFi token, then I will chow down, stakes resting. I love you, Gerald, but sometimes I have no idea what you're saying. I've got to gotta run. Thank you so much, Rhyme Time. Have a great day, my friend. I hope you didn't see me get your thing. I hope you saw me get your chat. Rhodium, yes, exactly right. Yes, you did. GMS, my new silver rounds are in. Oh, the ones you got made for you. Yes, I'm setting them with my osmium as we speak. Space Miner, please send me an email. Again, another one. Please send me another email at gmstackers@gmail.com. Send me a picture of your osmium, which is now in your personalized silver rounds that you got made. Can I have a photo of those, please, and I'll share them? That would be great. Trading economics is a good place for chart on Rhodium. It's taking off. Could be. I'll talk about that tomorrow, maybe. My silver rounds are the first in the world set with crystallized osmium. Great. Thanks, Joe. Have a great day, everyone. Got to run. Yeah, me too. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Good Morning Stackers for Tuesday, the 11th of March, 2025. Man, what a great day it has been. Hope you're enjoying the weather wherever you are. Enjoy your night if you're somewhere in the evening. I go out live on X and on YouTube all over the world right now. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. You get a warm and fuzzy feeling all up in your bits when you do. And grab your tasty beverages because we will do the final synchronized slurp because this has been...
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronize.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now we're on the move.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the super chats, everyone. And thanks for your time. Love your work. Stay safe. Stay informed. Keep stacking. Whatever you're stacking. See you tomorrow.
Podcast.